Hello Universe, it's Gypsy. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. This is a panning project with the Fantastic Ladies of Facebook. It's called Pan as Old as Time. In this project, back in January, we went through our collection of palettes and makeup, and we chose our oldest products to work on panning this year. I chose a palette, an Avon palette. That's a 1992 palette. This is the case. I've been working on this all year, and most recently I went through and took 4 of the products that I've been working on and frankened them together. I mixed them together. The reason I did that was I felt like the blush was, one was dark and one was very red, and the red was giving me difficulties. So I went through and I scraped them out. These two, let me turn it this way. These two I cobbled together. I mixed them together. And I recycled an Aziza case that I had and mixed the colors together, added alcohol, let it dry down, and now this is what I'm wearing as a blush. It completely filled this pan. Got a little bit of windows showing over here. And so now it's basically been mixed and repackaged, and so now this is part of my Pan as Old as Time project. The other 2 colors that I mixed together were a green and a black. They rested here, these 2. And the reason I went ahead and mixed these 2 together is I'd been scraping them and frankening them and putting them on the side, but if I was really busy, and I have been this summer, I wouldn't make the time to keep doing that when I ran out. When I touch these products, they get real soft and crumbly, and I have to use a blending brush to touch lightly, and then I would just put a little to smoke out the corner. But I would often run out of the product and wouldn't have the time and couldn't make the time to make more. So I just went ahead and did it all at once. And again, I put it in another Aziza case. And this is what she looks like. So now I simply have to remember to reach in to this to continue to pan it. I went ahead and did all of it at once. So I've got it ready to go. I don't have to worry about running out of time. I also went ahead and scraped this frost brown from the sides. It was all along the corners, and repressed it. It's soft now, and I have to again use a very soft brush and just lightly touch it, because once you franken pan them, once you repress them, you do use them a lot faster, but you don't want to waste them. You don't want to have all of this falling off of your brush and just getting wasted. So I have to be careful with it. The progress that I can really show you this month is in the brown and the olive that I've been tracing my eye pencil with. That's these 2. I've worked it. It wasn't centered quite as well as this turquoise, but the pan that I had wasn't to the edge. So I've worked both of these colors down to the edge, and on the brown I'm starting to work it across to both of the sides. And the olive I'm still working down to the pan, and I hope to work over to the sides. These colors are so dark, I can't really use them over the lid. I can only darken the eyeliner or set the eyeliner along the edge of my eyes. I just don't normally, this is a dark color for me today that I'm wearing, guys, but I don't normally wear eyeshadow quite this dark. These other 3 that you're seeing in the pan, this one, and this one, they're not original to the pan. I glued them, or a palette, I glued them in so that I would have some complementary colors. The 4 that are original to this pan are here, 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 and here. So I still have a long way to go, because you have to consider these 2 They're full. Both of these are full. So I still have a long way to go on this. It's July, so we are over halfway through the calendar on these projects. But again, these were products that were not getting picked up and used at all. So I am making use of it. This is my July's usage. I have frankened them, so I will show you progress updates on these two franken pans as well as this palette from this point forward. Wish me luck. I do want to use these up. I'm enjoying them. I know they're older products. I haven't had any problems with irritation. I haven't had any trouble whatsoever with color payoff. They are holding up well. They're beautiful. I guess it's just a different formula from what we're buying now. But I've enjoyed this palette, guys, and I'll be back in a month to let you know how the progress is. And I need to start reaching into some of the ones. I'm reaching into this one. I'm not having a problem reaching into this one. I'm not hardly reaching into that at all. And I think the reason is because this and this are very similar, and I want to use up the one that's original to the pan before I use up the one that I glued in addition. This one, I'm not really reaching into the pink, and I think that's because my Throwback 30 project that I'm working on to complement this palette has a lot more diversity in it, and it has some products that work as a base better than this one. They perform better, and I've just been reaching into that one. So that update is going to be due mid-month. I still owe you a Menage a Polish for this weekend, and I'll probably get that filmed a little bit later on this weekend because I've got a lot of chores to do. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your time and your attention, and I hope to see you guys again in a month, and I'll give you an update on the pan as old as time. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Toodaloo.